All right, I am live. I'm live in lots of places tonight. And don't mind how I look. This is late night. I got my getting my kids into bed. And as many of you guys know, I'm Jamie Flanagan. I'm the team lead for the Big Picture Real Estate Group. And the crazy market lately has inspired lots of questions, lots of headline news, and the goal of tonight's call is really to dig deep and make you guys kind of just open up our minds to really understand what's going on and how this is actually a really big opportunity for people who are in the market to purchase right now. So what my title was, I believe, was how to upgrade your home and still maximize your dollar with the higher interest rates. So what I mean by that is we had, interest rates are super low for a really long time. And it made, in the Omaha market where our primary business is, in the Omaha market, we were seeing people, you're selling your starter home for 200 to 250,000. And then you're buying your next home 400 to 450,000, or it might be 3 to 350, whatever it might be for you. People were really capitalizing on their equity, and then they were getting a really phenomenal interest rate. However, people were also offering well over asking price. And so what I kind of wanted to dig into today is I'm just going to keep $350,000 house as your move up home. And if somebody watching wants to throw out a number that maybe they've been looking at for a real life scenario, I'm happy to use that. But if you have a starter style home and you have a lot of equity in it, and you're kind of freaking out right now because interest rates have gone up, you're outgrowing, your closets are full, your kids' stuff is everywhere, and it's time to upgrade. Well, this is what I want to kind of run the numbers. Okay. So if we're looking at that $350,000 house and interest rates go up by 1%, 2%, 3%, let's say you were looking when they were in the 4s and now they are 7. So that $350,000 house is going to cost about, let's say, $900 more a month. So 3% more per month, or 3% more than what it was when we started maybe shopping together. And so what I really want to talk about is a different approach to upgrading. And this is removing the idea of I have to sell my home to get the equity out. And here's why. Rental rates. So here I go. I kind of go off on tangents, but I'll wrap it all together. Couple points I want to make. If you were to consider renting out your current primary residence, you can genuinely use that income to qualify for the next property. Also, rental rates are up a lot. So if we think about the next home being a $900 increase in payment, which it is what it is, but let's say you rented your house out and you were actually able to profit from whatever your mortgage is, because odds are your current mortgage is at a really, really good rate. And so let's say that you paid, 175, you paid it down a little bit. So you owe like 150, 165, whatever it might be. But you're able to rent that house out for like, 1650, 1850, 1950. And you're actually able to cash flow the difference in what the mortgage payment on your next house is going to be. So you're actually equal. But here's where you win. Right now, as opposed to months ago, right now, sellers are willing to let you do a home inspection. Sellers are generally oftentimes willing to pay closing costs. So tax prorations, homeowners insurance, all of the closing costs, loan origination fees, rate buy down. So there's lots of different options that you could use a seller credit for. We're also not waiving appraisals anymore. So if you think about this, that $350,000 house would have hit the market a couple months ago and multiple offers would have happened, and you would have ended up offering $375, $385, $395, no home inspection, no appraisal. So you're paying cash over and above what the house was actually worth if it didn't appraise for whatever your offer was. Right now, you're actually able to get the house at list price. So you think about 1% on a $350,000 house, $3,500 a year. So per year, yes, you're paying a little bit more, but you can also capitalize on the rent on your current home. And if you need the equity out of that, you can still get a home equity line of credit from lots of different places at a very good interest rate. And they have like promotional rates. And this is all something that we would do a strategy call around. So if I'm speaking to you when when I'm talking, please shoot me a DM. This is very broad information. I would love to talk to you more about specific scenarios that you're going through and run the ideas. And we can run rent scenarios. We can run what your house would sell for. And we can just compare all of the options. So, but I really wanted to just dig in and explain that higher interest rates isn't a bad thing, because you can actually negotiate more on the back end, or like with the seller, to accomplish actually getting a home inspection and actually having like feeling that sense. For me, it's more of a, for my buyers, like when we're representing a buyer, it really does feel like you have that peace, because you were able to get an appraisal. You were able to get a home inspection. You didn't have 15 minutes to make a decision about the house. You get to sleep on it a lot of times. There are still houses that are going multiple offers. So don't get me wrong. There's still houses that are going multiple offers. However, in that move up buyer price point, you do have more wiggle room, and which is a really good thing, because even if you were to sell your current home, those starter homes always sell. And, even when it's a buyer's market, and it's not a buyer's market yet in Omaha, but even when it is a buyer's market, those starter homes still sell. So you're in a really good spot, whether you hold on to it, whether you sell it, if you're looking to upgrade. So please shoot me a DM if you have any questions. This went live on lots of places. I went on Facebook, and I went on LinkedIn, and I went on YouTube. And I don't know, it's like 9:00, I think, Central Time. I'm actually in Mountain Time right now. I'm in our Winter Park vacation house, which I posted about a little while ago. We absolutely I love spending time here. It's the most relaxing place in the mountains. So that's where I am right now. And if you guys ever want to stay here and you're watching this, you can definitely shoot me a DM. I think it sleeps, 1, 2, 3, 4. It sleeps like 10, but then there's couches and I don't know. It sleeps probably more than 10, but it sleeps 10 comfortably. There's 2 showers in the house. I wouldn't overload it. And then this house actually is walking. You can literally walk to the bus and then hop on the bus, and it'll take you right to the Winter Park ski resort. So location is really, really awesome as well. The train does run right behind it. So depending if you like noise, it does get a little noisy, but it's not bad. We're used to it by now. And we got the new hot tub. So if any of you guys heard my drama last year about the hot tub, in fact, I would love if you guys stayed here and left us a 5-star review, because last year we had a lot of problems with the hot tub. We just happened to come across a terrible vendor, Aqua Spas, and they sold us an old crappy hot tub and told us it was a year old and refurbished. It was actually a 2014, sold to us in 2021. So that was not cool, but we got a new hot tub, and it is amazing, and it has been nothing but great. And we have a company that maintains it for us. So the hot tub is up and running, and as we hit the winter months, and if you're a skier, we would love to have you out here. And even if you're not a skier, you can mountain bike, hike. There's so much to do here. Brad was actually, last time he was here with the kids, he was like out shopping, and one of the ladies was like, if you're bored here, you're boring. And I totally agree with that, because it is so there's always something to do. There's endless. But anyways, my talk was not about our Airbnb. It was about interest rates. And I would love comment. You guys feel free to comment. I always do. I come back and I read all the comments, and I'll get back to you, or I'll DM you, or DM me if it's a specific question that would relate to a specific scenario. If you have a house that this actually applies to, send me the address. I'm happy to run comps and give you guys some scenarios on, again, the rental market. I don't make any money if you rent your house out, but I genuinely care about our clients and what is right for them. So if renting your house out makes the most sense, and pulling out an equity line of credit makes sense to get you into the next house, that's what we want to do for you. So it's a shifting, a changing market, and we want to make sure that we're doing what's best for the client. And so Brad Flanagan, as you guys know, is my husband, and he is a phenomenal resource for all things finance. And if you've ever met with Brad, you know that he hits all bases. He's same as me. It's not just to get your loan. It's really to educate you and give you the options of everything, and really make sure that it's a strong financial move for you and your family when you are making a move in real estate. We never want to put anybody in a bad situation. That's no fun. And that's why we educate. We want you to have appraisals and we want you to be able to get a home inspection. Obviously, those are very positive things for a buyer. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's late, and talk to you guys soon.